Oh, fuck that shit. Come on! That's right by my house. That's right by my house. I live in fucking Massey Hill. I live in the fucking hood. Hey, man. All right. Moving right along. White Rabbit, please welcome to the stage Beverly Church.
Yeah, they put the low chair here, so I don't have to try to haul my fat ass up on that high one.
It's hot for me too.
Hi, I'm Beverly.
Hi, Bev.
Oh God, that sounds like an AA meeting. So for those who don't know, I don't do stand-up comedy. I am a sit-down comedian. I started sitting down on stage because occasionally I have a problem with my feet swelling. When that happens, my doctor says I should keep my feet elevated, but be sure to get plenty of exercise. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I mean, I could put a treadmill on the ceiling, but if I'm laying there with my legs in the air, my husband kind of takes it as an invitation. I mean, yeah, that is a form of exercise, but I can't even do yoga at home because he keeps trying to make it a double downward dog. So let's see, we were talking about technology a little bit earlier. GPS fucking sucks, man. Yeah. But I try not to talk too bad about it in front of it, because one day it may decide to turn itself off and say, "You think I'm stupid? You ain't going nowhere without me." And you know, we have this smart TV, and I think it likes my husband more than it likes me, because it's got like this voice activation thing. He says TV off, it says okay. I say TV off, it says bitch, whatever, get up and turn it off yourself. You ever fallen asleep while you were on your phone and accidentally downloaded something? Yeah, I think that's how I got Grindr on my phone. You know how they've been like shooting down UFOs and stuff lately and everything? How the hell am I going to get off this planet when they keep shooting down my space Ubers? Let's see, what else can we talk about? I had something planned, but then now I forgot. So, who's had a lot of jobs? Anybody?
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. I've done everything from selling Avon to telemarketing. I've been fired from most of my jobs, even the ones I volunteered for. Probably because I was always, buzzing.
Yeah.
Now I drive for Uber. Oh, but I would never smoke anything while I drive. I wait till I pull over.
Smart.
I mean, about half the people who get in my car smell of weed, And I'll be like, I can smell what you've been smoking, and they'll like giggle and say, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like, "It's cool, I got air freshener and everything, but you didn't even save any for me, damn it." And they'll be like, "Well, do you want some?" And I'm like, "Well, if you want to give me some as like a tip, I ain't gonna say no. I've gotten a few nice buzz, I ain't gonna lie." Excuse me. Let's see. People ask me if I get nervous driving men around alone at night. And I'm like, well, my mom showed me all the places that you can really hurt a guy that have absolutely nothing to do with the groin, because that's where they're gonna, go to protect first. And if they're still curious, I'll list them. There's the temples, the eyes, the nose, the throat, the chest, purple nurples. And if you take 2 fingers and jam them really hard in the belly button and twist, it tears up all their stomach muscles and they can't chase after you. Yeah, that seems to quiet them right down. or scares them a little. I don't always get a 5-star rating after that. But driving for Uber can be dangerous. My car did get shot at. And I called up my husband. I'm like, "You're going to have to come pick me up because somebody shot up my car." And he's like, "Well, would gunshots be considered an accident, for the the insurance purposes?" I think he's been watching those wife-killing shows again. So, let's see. Sometimes you hear about Uber drivers doing something inappropriate. About the only inappropriate thing you get from me is the occasional dirty joke. And they're not for everybody, you know. I like to feel my riders out first. But you know, when you're driving, how the seatbelt starts sliding up more and more till it's like right across your neck and about to choke you.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that. Yeah, my car and I have this S&M relationship. It likes to choke me, and I like being choked. Of course, my riders sometimes complain that I slam on the brakes a little too often. Of course, they don't know that's on purpose, and I have the music up loud so they can't hear me moaning. I mean, it's stop and go traffic, I can get off 4 or 5 times a mile. That's pretty good mileage, I think. One day you may find me head on into a tree, but I'll have that strap across my neck and a smile on my face. Do you think that's really the definition of autoerotic asphyxiation? Oh yeah, I also forgot about, the being dangerous thing. I do have some pepper spray. But if I can't reach that, I have an inhaler I can spray at people. But I don't know how much of a threat that is. Get away from me or else I'm going to make you breathe better. I mean, I just hope I don't get them mixed up and mace myself. Everybody know about the Veterans Cemetery on Ramsey Street, right?
Yeah.
So they had the sign out front that said, "Buy one, get one free, 1 month only." The sign was up for a year. But I was like, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. But I was like, who are you going to kill to put in the other one, and what happens after 30 days? Now the sign says, "Open cremation options available." And I'm like, what's an open cremation option? Is that like they throw you on a big bonfire? Or is it like a Viking ship with the arrows? Or is it like a giant barbecue grill? Of course, it could be that they just need a comma in their sign, open, comma, cremation options available. I told that joke to one of my writers, and he's back there looking it up, open cremation options on Google. Apparently, it's a thing. It's where they burn the body in front of people. So, just in case you didn't know, there it is.
Damn.
Let's see. You know what the reflector bumps in the road are for? They're for blind drivers so they can hang their cane out the window and feel the road around. You wouldn't believe how many people I tell that to and they go, really? I mean, geez, I hope not. I haven't seen any canes hanging out windows, but the way people drive around here, who knows? You ever see one of those shirts that say, if you can read this, you're too damn close?
Mm-hmm.
I had one of those once, but it was in Braille.
Ah.
Of course, I had to wear it backwards because, these two bumps made it read a little bit different. Change the syntax or some shit, I don't know. But, whenever I tell those jokes, though, it always makes me wonder, how do blind people know when they're done wiping?
Oh.
I mean, that could be an opening for a new product line. Braille toilet paper for blind assholes.
Oh.
But it'd be like wiping your ass with a cheese grater, so maybe not.
Ooh.
Do you think deaf people have to have sex with the lights on? Because how else would they know who's moaning? It's like, oh, yes. My deaf friend says O face and ow face look a lot alike, so, hand signals do work in the bedroom. And do you think deaf people don't fart in public because they don't know how loud it's going to be, or do they just let it go because they don't know how loud it's going to be? That's okay, they're not going to hear me making fun of them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like making fun of the Amish online. They're never going to know.
Yeah.
And if they do, what are they going to do? Come build me a barn or something? Let's see. uh, if you're in a nudist colony, is your pubic area now your public area?
Oh. Yeah.
My daughter discovered that combat juggling is a thing. So I've been trying to see what other things we can turn into like combat, whatever. So juggling is more like a skill. So you could have like punch out portrait painting or violence with violins. Or you could kind of go Squid Games with like, schoolyard stuff like hopscotch with landmines, hot potato with hand grenades, volleyball with bowling balls,
Hey.
dueling double dutch. And I was gonna say, instead of dodgeball, you could have dodge bullets, but they already do that.
Oh.
But then you could put it over to like bar games. You could have pool table jousting, or dodging darts, or even mainstream like sports. It could be mace ball and casket ball. So if anybody else has got any suggestions, let me know, because I want to add to that and make it actually funny. So how much time have I got? Okay. And I guess that's all I got for you tonight, so thank you very much.